I was working at Starbucks. People would be waiting. I timed them one time. It was like 45-minute long wait. Every single person would say they were fine or good. And I was like, when I was in theater school, one of the most powerful lessons I learned came from a classmate of mine who had gone to this workshop. When he came back, I was like, Josh, how was it? Like, what did you learn? One of the things Larry said was, to be an honest actor, you have to be an honest person. That right there just transformed my entire situation. It was something about that lesson that resonated so deeply for me. Because at the time I was working at Starbucks, people would be waiting. I timed them one time. It was like 45-minute long wait. Every single person that got to the cash register, I would ask them, how's it going? Every single person would say they were fine or good. And I was like, there's no way that they're good. They probably are late for class or missed class in line for this cup of coffee. On top of it, nobody looked like they were fine or good. What I realized was we were actually practicing inauthenticity. So of course, when you go to class and you're expected to be honest, it's really difficult to peel away those layers of artifice because you're spending the vast majority of your day inauthentic. So if they say, how you doing? You might breathe and say, I'm all right. I'm ready for this cup of coffee. One of my good friends, she said we had as a mantra, she was like, don't laugh when it ain't funny. There would be times at a point in my life when I would just laugh just to kind of keep the energy nice and, chill. So if somebody made an offhand joke or a remark that might not be the healthiest remark to make in an environment, I would just give like a friendly chuckle. What I realized was kids don't do that. We have a 5-year-old and we have a 1-year-old and another baby on the way. What they teach us over and over again is they don't laugh when it ain't funny. In fact, when they don't feel like doing anything, they just are resting. So the baby, she's really good about when somebody comes up to her, they're like, oh my God, hey baby, hey. And she's like, and most of the time, she don't even look their way. They're completely vibrating with how they're actually feeling. That's a powerful lesson that we can take from what it means to interact with each other. Imagine if all of us committed to being authentic in all of our interactions. This interaction, what's really powerful is we're actually in community. I know my intention for developing this space, and I also know that I'm listening to a call that said, yo, it's time to create this space. I am challenging myself every single time I press record to be authentic. So as an actor, when I'm on set, I'm like locked in, I'm thinking about the lines, I'm thinking about blocking and my character motivation, and I gotta have a wall of concentration around me. I don't know if I gotta focus is the best way to come into this interaction, especially being authentic. My point is, we have an opportunity in every single conversation to walk in authenticity, to walk in our highest self, and to allow that vibration, whatever it is that we intend for ourselves, to be in it at that moment, at that time, at all times. We have opportunities with our coworkers. We got opportunities with our parents. My sisters were kind of shy, and so I would come in and be like, yo, what's up, everybody? Eventually, as I began to mature, my desire to be the loud one in the room shifted. I remember the first time I went back home, everybody was like, you okay? Is everything okay? How's everything going? Because I felt like my most authentic self was to kind of chill. And what I found was that was okay too. I was challenging myself to be authentic. Being authentic in our encounters has been one that has resonated with me throughout my entire life. That process is an ongoing one. There have been times when I've been in class, my desire to be perceived as somebody who was loving, somebody who cared about their growth. I mean, y'all, let's just be real. When you're teaching at a college level, they can go on YouTube and Google and learn a lot of what you're saying. So what you're bringing to the space has to be that much more intentional and that much more focused and tailored toward their needs. I would have this deep desire to demonstrate that I knew what I was talking about, that I was on my A game. I'm a working professional, so I'm coming in this room. And what I found was That was actually one of the most difficult semesters I had because I was projecting what I wanted to be perceived as, which was a successful artist who was like dropping into the class. Now, I also learned the power of the words I used. This is all in one semester. I used to say, I learned from you as much as you learned from me. What I was coming to gather was, yeah, they was teaching me a lot. More than I think that I was prepared for. I actually stopped saying I learned from you as much as you learned from me, because the thing that I was learning was like some deep personality stuff. I realized that the learning can come from other mediums, not just students in the classroom. Listen, y'all, in order to even be authentic, we got to deal with the elephant in the room, and that's forgiveness. I'm gonna lay out some of my forgiveness stuff, and so hopefully you can lay out your forgiveness stuff. Check out this video. We talk about how forgiveness lays down the foundation for us to truly be authentic. I'll see you on the other side. Peace.